Welcome to another installment of the Yakima Symphony Orchestra's Stories from Home, a series of interviews presented by Valley Mall and available at ysomusic.org. My name is Lawrence Golan, and I am the Helen N. Jewett Music Director of the Yakima Symphony Orchestra, coming to you from my home in Denver, Colorado. And today I'll be chatting with Maegan Ley, trumpeter, who is coming to us from her classroom at West Valley Middle School in Yakima, Washington. Hello, Maegan. How are you holding up?
I'm doing good, hanging in there.
Good, good. So you're at your school right now?
Yeah, I don't have internet at my apartment, and when it comes to playing trumpet, people in an apartment don't usually like to listen to that. So
What do
this
they do
this
they
is like,
frown upon that sort of thing?
hmm?
Do they frown upon that sort of thing?
Yeah. So I tend to do all my practicing here at school.
Okay, great. Well, tell us, how long have you been playing with the Yakima Symphony Orchestra?
Well, I was thinking about it, and it's really hard to believe that this coming fall is going to be my 10th season with the symphony. I can't believe it's gone by that fast. I still feel like I'm a newbie.
Yeah, yeah. Interestingly, you were one of the first hires in my term as music director. Yeah, because I started 10 years ago, and one of the first openings that came up happened to be your chair. So we're in this together. Um, so up to this point, it's been 10 years for you now. What has been the most memorable piece or the most memorable concert that you've played with the Yakima Symphony Orchestra?
Oh, wow. Honestly, I really can't pinpoint it to just one because I love all of our shows. I'm just such a nerd. I love everything. And if it's not a concert I'm playing on, then I'm out in the audience listening because I just can't get enough of it. But I think what's really cool is we've got a classical series and a pop series, and they present such a wide variety of music. For example, all the classical stuff, we get to do some of the big epic, masterworks. Like we've done Pines of Rome, we've done Carmina Burana, we've done 1812 Overture. I mean, and what I really like is how we're starting to incorporate a little more of a visual presentation too. Like I remember a couple years ago, we did a piece for America. It was called Ellis Island, and it was about people coming in from Ellis Island. And not only was it just a beautiful piece, but I love how we incorporated pictures, like real pictures of people coming off the boats. Plus, there were narrators
Mhm.
that actually told the story. They actually read from people's diaries. What did people write coming into our country? It was just so cool. And then even more from like a fun perspective, like we did Petrushka, and I remember we had Petrushka is about a puppet, and so we actually had people, I think they were from Portland, like puppeteers come, and they were actually on stage presenting the story with puppets while we were playing it. And to me, that's just so cool. It's so cool to hear and see the concept behind the music. And then our pop series, there's tons of great pop series. I think my favorite pops one, just because I'm a trumpet player, we did a tribute to Louis Armstrong, and we brought in one of the best jazz trumpet players anywhere. We brought in Byron Stripling, and that was just, I mean, to see one of my heroes and get to meet him, that was really special for me. And then I love all of our John Williams shows. I mean, John Williams music is tough to play, but it's really fun. We did a superhero theme. What was that, 2 seasons ago? I loved it because it was fun. We got to dress up in costumes and just get to have fun. Music can be fun too, and so I think that's what makes the symphony so interesting. And a lot of people that I've talked to have started coming to the symphony, going, "Wow, I had no idea that the symphony was offering this many different things." So I know it's a long answer, but
Oh, that's great.
I just
That's
think it's
great.
really, really cool how we're branching out into so many different styles of music and histories of music at the same time.
Yeah, and that's certainly our goal is to, offer something for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily on any one concert is there something for everyone, but over the course of one season with the symphony, there truly is something for everybody. There are pieces from the old classical canon, pieces by Mozart and Haydn and Beethoven, newer, exciting classical pieces, and then, as you said, every form of pops music from, jazz to film music to rock music. We've got Queen coming up next year. Uh, Not actual Queen, but the music of Queen. So that's going to be fun.
And we
Well,
did that
that's a
show with the
sorry.
Beatles band too. Remember where that Beatles group came? They're
Yes.
like the top Beatles impersonation group. That was really fun too, because those were tunes that everybody knew, everybody could sing along and get involved with.
Right. Well, so, that was a good segue into next year. Is there anything in particular? Obviously, you're looking forward to a lot of things, but
Yeah.
is there one concert or one piece that you're really looking forward to the most?
Well, I think on the classical side, I'm definitely looking forward to our big gala concert with Joshua Bell. So if people don't know who Joshua Bell is, get online, get on YouTube, check him out. The guy is phenomenal, and we're so honored and excited to have him come play with us. And then also, I know we're doing Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, which is a biggie.
Right.
And again, as a trumpet player, we get to do Mahler's Fifth Symphony, which has one of the most epic, famous trumpet solos ever. The whole thing starts with trumpet, so you can't go wrong there. And then on the pop side, yeah, I'm looking forward to Queen. Also, we're having the acrobats come back, the Cirque du Symphony guys. We had them, 5 years ago?
Yep.
And that was amazing just to watch these guys. I mean, contortionists and jugglers. And the hard part for me was paying attention because I was supposed to be playing, and I kept wanting to watch them. And I'm like, no, focus. But those guys are incredible, and that's in September, right? That's gonna be our first Pops concert.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be epic, man. Just those guys are amazing. So I'm looking forward to that, as well as everything. It's gonna be another great season.
Great. Great. Yeah, I went to school with Joshua Bell, actually.
Oh, wow.
We were classmates together at Indiana University, and we did all the things that typical friends in college do together. Therefore, I can't discuss them on this interview. All I can say is he's a great, great musician, and I'm really looking forward to him coming and all the shows that you mentioned as well. It's going to be epic was a good word. Yeah. Well, we all know about your musicianship, your trumpet playing, and your teaching at West Valley Middle School. Is there some interesting fact or interest that you might have that you would like to share with everyone that people might not know about?
So maybe a couple things. I grew up near Yellowstone National Park, right outside of Cody, Wyoming. So if you've ever been to Yellowstone, that might sound familiar to you. I grew up there. I also play in the Mid-Columbia Symphony in the Tri-Cities. So if anybody's ever in the Tri-Cities area, you can always come check us out down there as well. So I play in both groups. What else? I have a blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll remember that next time we get in an argument.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, it was almost kind of the symphony why I started doing that, because it was about 6 years ago. I was leaving the theater. I was going out to my car after rehearsal, and a gentleman kind of started approaching me at my car, and luckily I got in my car and I was fine, but it just kind of made me think, maybe I should do something to, teach myself how to protect myself. And then a couple months later, a friend said, hey, why don't you come try this jiu-jitsu class? I was like, okay. And, I had no clue what I was doing, but I was like, I think this is a good thing to learn. And then, yeah, I did it for a couple of years and got my blue belt. And so
that's great. Well,
yeah.
Along the same lines, a little known fact, in fact, I haven't told anybody that I actually studied Taekwondo for several years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
far did you get with that?
I think it was yellow belt, not very far, but it was when I was in high school. I studied Taekwondo all throughout high school.
And the funny thing is, it's just like riding a bike or playing an instrument. You don't really forget, the muscles still have the memory. So if you ever need that skill.
Yeah. Yeah, the most challenging thing was always, being a violinist was trying to, protect my hands. So
Yeah.
whenever we were sparring or breaking boards, I had to have, lots of hand protection. And I always chose to do my board breaking tests with kicks rather than punches because I don't care if I break a foot, but
Yeah.
breaking a finger.
Ears and faces are kind of important when it comes
Yeah.
to
Yeah. Well, I know that our audience misses hearing you play very much. Would you mind playing something for us?
Sure. I'll face this way a little bit just so I don't blast you out with I don't know how this microphone is sounding. So I'll play a little bit of classical and then maybe a little bit of some pop stuff. So
Great.
For those of you who like classical music, here's a little bit of Bolero. I won't do the whole thing, but I'll do a little bit. And my apologies if it gets stuck in your head the rest of the day, because that's what usually happens to me whenever I hear this. All right.
nice.
Thanks. And then how about for those of you John Williams fans, here's a little bit of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
You know, truth be told, Raiders of the Lost Ark is my favorite movie of all time. And of course, I'm a huge John Williams fan as well. So thank you for doing that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, we'll get to play that again soon, I hope.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, we did a John Williams 80th birthday celebration. We did an 85th birthday celebration. 90's coming up.
That would be great.
Yeah. Well, Maegan Ley, trumpeter with the Yakima Symphony Orchestra. So thank you so very much for joining me today. And I look forward to seeing you on stage live in person as soon as possible.
Sounds good. All right, bye-bye.